All right. So,
Sorry.
Olugu, welcome. So, how's your trip from Aba to Enugu?
Enugu. It was okay. It was okay.
You know, in my life, I've traveled to Enugu twice. Okay.
Wow.
Once I was 1 year old, my mother told me, my mother's sister had a baby, and my grandmother went to do omogo, and she took me. Okay.
Oh, wow.
That was the first time I ever went to Enugu. Of course, I don't remember it. So the second time was when my very good friend in 2000 and is it 2001 or 2002? Well, I can't really remember. Was having his wedding. So I came from Lagos with my cousin to Enugu. Okay. I drove all the way down. And that was so
wow.
So for me, that's my first visit, at least the first visit I can remember. And the only visit I can remember when I went to Enugu. Yeah, Enugu, it was a good weekend. I had a good weekend. And I met so many very interesting people, Yeah. So by the way, my cousins still live in Enugu. So my cousins still live in Enugu. Yeah, of course.
That means they still have part of you here.
Of course. I mean, my first cousins. So yeah. They were all born in Enugu and they live there,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So nice. Olugu, so tell my audience about you and what you do.
Okay. I'm Olugu Onwuka by name. Actually from Ohafia State. That's the eastern part of Nigeria.
Yeah.
But based in Aba. Business brought me to Aba. So Aba is actually a commercial city. So I won't be wrong if I say it's a business city. It's completely business city. Yeah. But that's how I came to Aba. That's it. And I'm a fashion designer, better of a fashion entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Fashion.
So, I mean, you just said you live in Aba, okay? Like, the first time we tried to get this done was a few days ago. You were in Aba, you were in the market, and yeah, the noise of the market was heavy. So we decided to do it today. And then you say, hey, you're going to travel to Enugu, and we said, okay, that would be good. So we are here. So Aba is a business city, right? Now, again, just like my cousins living in Enugu, I have a lot of family who have lived in Aba for a long time. In fact, one of my grand uncles, my grandmother's uncle, okay, so he's my grand uncle, was living in Aba, and he established a school. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of his school, but the school still runs today.
Wow.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh God. Is it St. Pius? Is it called? I can't remember. Unfortunately, yeah. So I have family members all over Aba, and I have people who are business people in Aba. Now, unfortunately, I have never gone to. Well, I have never gone to Aba but you live there. you can tell us a little bit about Aba as a city and as a city full of business people, entrepreneurs. Tell me, how is Aba compared to the city I know, that is Lagos? Okay, I live most of my life in Lagos, even though I live in London now. So tell me about Aba as a city, as a business center.
Aba as a business center. Well, Aba is fun. Is fun when it comes to business. Despite the facts of the environment, the environment might not be up to standard of what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aba is good. One need to give them that credit of particularly let me channel it directly to entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
Give entrepreneurs that credit, in the sense that against all odds, all stuff that is kind of trying to they struggle with.
Yeah.
They're still trying to come up on top. You understand? So yes, it's amazing. Amazing. It's an amazing city that produces a lot of entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
A lot of entrepreneurs. Funny enough, I've been able to meet so many entrepreneurs that are no longer in Aba, but they were bred and buttered here in Aba.
Yeah.
They grew up in Aba.
Yeah.
So it's an amazing city. It's an amazing city.
I mean, I had one of those people. He was in my podcast a few weeks ago. Oh my God, I forgot his name. But now he's in Lagos, and he's taking the lessons he learned in the market of Aba. Okay, as an entrepreneur, as a marketer, he has taken it further now to build an internet-based business in Lagos, and he's doing very well. Wow. Yeah. So see, the lessons of entrepreneurship grown and built in Aba is a marketable skill. Okay, now you are a fashion entrepreneur. Okay, so how did you get into entrepreneurship? How did you get into fashion in particular? And how is it going?
Okay. Interesting. That one is a very interesting one. Okay. It's interesting in a way. Why I said it's interesting is how it all started. It's a bit funny. It's a bit funny because I was it started as a joke. It's something I started because I just wanted to earn one or two thousands to be able to make one or two small cash to support myself. Not really. I didn't start because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Yeah, I had the vision was not there. It's just something I just wanted to be doing something, and after a while, the passion dropped the passion or the idea dropped a bit. Yeah, that was during my school period when I was in school. So it was after school now. It was when I was about graduating. That was when I decided to go. Should I say go in fully to it? Yeah. That was when I decided to go fully to it. So I did. And the reason why I did then was, should I say, let me use the word out of frustration now. Yeah. Because of the normal plans and general stuff, ideas, and we had about life. The picture we had about life was actually playing out where we wanted it. So it was like, since it looks like all these things are not working, I just needed to fix myself somewhere. Yeah. That was how I went into it. Yeah. See, nobody.
Many of us, okay. See, let me tell you why I was interested in your story. Okay. See, just like you said, many people, many of us get frustrated by life. Okay.
Yeah.
But very few people take the frustration and turn it into something positive, which you have done. Okay. And see, and that's why I reached out to you, because you are doing something that can also help many, many young Africans. You are turning your frustration into something positive. So that's the reason why we are here. Okay. So please don't be shy to tell us how. Yes. See,
okay.
If you are open to tell us exactly how you felt, see, you'll be impacting so many young people who also feel the way you felt, and you're showing them that, hey, I felt this way, and then I use that frustration to do this that I'm doing today. So because each of us have ideas, but very few of us take it up and make something of it. So I want more of us to take our ideas, our frustrations, our circumstances, and channel it into something good that will impact many people, that will add value to our society. So that's it. So be as blunt as you can be about about how you got into this. Okay. Yeah. Continue.
All right. Okay. Like I said, funny enough, the I can't really tell the story if I don't bring this in. My parents are actually teachers.
Okay. Mine too.
Retired. Yeah. So you might have a little bit idea of what I'm saying. They believe so much in school, the education, normal education.
Yeah.
Get it and get a work, you get a job, and off you go.
Yeah.
So they didn't have a place. They didn't believe in all these talking about learning skills, stuff like that. They never believed it.
Yeah.
So assuming they paid attention to it, maybe at the early stage they would have understood that I had interest. I would have done better this side, this way, or something like that. But when it got to its time, it feels like the education aspect of it, I wasn't really
doing
sound.
Well. Okay.
Like I wasn't doing well. So because I wasn't doing well, I wasn't living up to the picture they had.
Yeah.
That's where the frustration stepped in.
Yeah.
So I started feeling bad, and a lot of things started happening. Lost focus and a lot of things. I started doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
So even when I got admission, my mind wasn't really there.
Okay.
Because I knew this part of me wasn't there.
Yeah.
I felt like I belonged somewhere. So that made me, I did a lot of things. I did a lot of hustling, sell things, fish and stuff like that in school.
An entrepreneur's job. See, you have been an entrepreneur from a long time. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just that assuming I had the guideline, that I had someone to guide me through, I would have understood it earlier that fashion was actually the area, my calling. I had that passion. But so without the guiding and stuff, I had to run around.
Yeah.
Run around and to try a lot of things out
before. But then, Olugu, your running around also taught you so many different things. See, so you ran around and yet you landed where you should have landed. By that time, you have learned so many different things. So let's take the credit. See, your parents did what they thought was right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yet, but at the end, you are responsible for your life. Okay. Your parents did what they thought was right. You now took charge. You are here. Okay. So let's give credit to the parents, okay, and give credit to you. Yeah.
So that was it. So during my school days, that was when I started the fashion stuff. I started a little, but towards maybe here my HND one, that was when the passion grew.
Yeah.
The passion grew because it was bringing in small changes for me. I felt like one or two things is happening.
Yeah.
I felt comfortable. Then after my NYC, I had to sit down and take a stand.
Yeah.
The pressure was still, it's not easy. An entrepreneur, it's not something you just start when you start seeing results immediately.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So when the pressure was like, there's a lot of people expecting you to get a job so you can help do one or two things around.
Okay.
And you are now decided you want to start business, that there's no really capital somewhere waiting for you to invest something. So not everybody will believe that. Not everybody believed that. So when I brought up the idea, not everybody was happy. Not everybody bought the idea. So a lot felt like after finally you've managed to come out from school, said you focus and get a job, and you're now coming out with the idea of I want to start making clothes. So not everybody really understood it. So that one alone, I had issues. I had family issues because of that also.
Yeah.
Because So out of the pressure, I couldn't take the pressure. I stayed back. I started looking for a job. I had to go and get a job and I did a kind of security job. Yeah.
That's good.
That was in Owerri.
Okay.
I did a security job in Owerri. Nobody knew I was doing that. I just gave them the impression I was working with one company and I was in the security job. So after a while, the pressure was still, it wasn't giving me, that joy was not there. I wasn't satisfied. Then I had opportunity of working with another company, Indomie to be precise,
okay,
as a marketing supervisor.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was in Onisha now. And the job was fine. It was fun. But when you are in a place, the area you are in is not your own. That you don't belong, as in it's obvious you don't belong here. I tried as much as I could to enjoy the job. I tried as much as I could, but I couldn't. There was something missing.
Yeah.
There was something missing. I did that particular job for like a year or so, close to a year. And I just couldn't again. And the funniest part of it, I couldn't summon the courage to tell them, I can't continue with the job.
Oh.
Yeah, I couldn't continue. I was so scared of what they would say and stuff like that. Then I stopped the job without telling them that I actually stopped.
Wow.
So I left Onitsha and came down to Aba.
Wow.
When I came down to Aba, the goals, or the idea was not really plainly, it was not still clear to me, because assuming I had a mentor then, he would have played a role for me then.
Yes.
So it wasn't still clear. When I got to Aba, I started meaning protection. I started meaning protection business. With the idea, remember, they still believe I was still working with Indomie.
Yes.
So I started the mini importation. And then it was through the mini importation, that was when I now discovered. That was when I got the vision became clear.
Ooh.
That was where the whole stuff started. I discovered, one day I went to get source. I brought in some products and I was trying to inspect it. I was like, it was actually clothes I brought from outside.
Yeah.
So I was like, these things are things I can actually do here and do far much better. Why don't I just focus here and do it here, produce these things here? I know as when you start tagging these locally made, Aba made stuff, people might not really respect it.
Yes.
Well, I had to take a stand there. That was when I took a decision. I brought those goods I brought in, I couldn't sell it again.
Ooh.
I couldn't sell it again. I had to keep it to Olugu Couture. That was where the idea started.
Wow.
That was where the idea started.
Wow. Olugu, See, you have gone on a journey. See, you have gone on a journey that have taught you so many different things. You might not realize how much you have gained from that process of going to school, coming out, not finding a job, having to endure the difficulty, okay, between you and your parents, your friends, your family. See, they are all lessons. They are all lessons. You working as a security guard, you working as a marketing supervisor in Indomie, you being an importer of clothes, and then finally the lights turned on. This is what you should do. Now look at you. Look at you. Look at the way you open your teeth for me. Eh? See, it shows me you are happy.
Yeah.
You are happy for, you are happy for the way the journey turned out. And I will tell you this, I wish you the very best in the future. Now, you talk about the challenge with the family. You talk about the challenge not knowing what you should do. Okay? That's big. That's a challenge that many of us, maybe 90% of us have. Even those of us that went to school, will finish school, and many of us do not know what we actually want to do. It's true, because I studied biochemistry, but I will tell you, I have never 1 second worked in a lab or in a science field, a pure science field.
Wow.
Never. Okay. I went to banking and I worked in banking for over 10 years. Okay. That's good. That's great. But then even me, by the time I was searching, even though I was making money in banking, I work in banking in Nigeria, work in banking in London. I work for some of the biggest banks in the world, yet I wasn't satisfied. I knew it was not for me. Yeah, I'm telling you. So see, the way you felt was the way I felt. Okay. And I'm sure other people are going through similar or even harder journey. Okay. But the point is this: everything we go through on our journey are all lessons. See, if we take them, okay, if we don't use them to beat ourselves up, we take them as lessons, we can take them and create something magical, like you are doing, like I'm doing. Okay. So what, as a fashion entrepreneur, what has been the biggest challenge? Now you have finally found your calling. What has been your biggest challenge in that area? Because I know there are challenges everywhere. Even when you find your calling, there are still challenges. So what has been your biggest challenge?
Okay. All right. Outside, the major challenges we do first as entrepreneurs, outside the financial aspects, which is
That is general. So leave on.
That one is aside. The biggest challenge I've had is the environment.
Yeah, okay.
Is environment. That's been the biggest challenge.
Yes.
And there's something I used to tell people. I said, if you survive here in Aba, as an entrepreneur, you can survive any other way. You can survive in any other place.
Yeah.
Anywhere else. I believe so much. I'm very convinced about that.
Okay.
I'm very convinced about it because you're not only fighting. A lot of things are, not only your fellow human beings are actually fighting or you're struggling. The environment himself is trying all means necessary to press you down. Just there. Is not the environment is the key. That's the when you talk about the challenges, the environment tops the list. The environment tops the list. Before you now start talking about other things.
Yeah.
So
what in particular about the environment are you and other entrepreneurs in Aba struggling with?
Power source is there.
Woo.
Power source.
Yes.
Power source. That one is something you just can't. It's just there. Power source is there.
Yeah.
Understand? If that can be taken care of.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of things will be okay. Almost everybody will be even if you're not 100%, at least you will be 40% okay.
Yeah. I agree. Totally. See, again, this power issue is holding a country as a whole down. Households are running generators. Businesses are running generators. They're wasting resources, buying fuel for the generators, buying even the generator themselves. And all these are polluting our environment, killing us. Yet, see, we are entrepreneurs in this space of power generation. What is the real issue stopping us from solving this problem? Which if we solve this problem of power, the country will boom instantly.
No two ways about that.
Yet, we all of us as a country can't solve this problem, even though commercial electricity has been available for 200 years. Yet we are failing to solve this problem. What is holding us? What do you think? And I know you're not in that space, but I mean, it's something that affects you and affects every one of you entrepreneurs in Aba, in Lagos, in Kano, in Kaduna, everywhere. What is happening?
If we're talking on the particular issue, on the power source issue we're talking about, there's a talk about, let's say, that's where the government comes in. Where the government comes in.
This is my difference. See, just like you are a fashion entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not government. It's not government. It's you. It's you and other people who are interested in making clothes. Okay. Just like the Indomie you work for. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not government. It was whoever created that company and their investors. So the point is that in the power sector, it's not government. It's for people who are interested who are electrical engineers, who are, we need entrepreneurs in every space of life to solve the problems. Okay, yes, I know we need the right laws to enable it. Okay, yes, the government needs to come in, but then are those entrepreneurs fighting to get those laws passed to enable their industry? I don't know, because we have been talking about this for 40 years. Okay, we have been talking about this for 40 years. Yeah. And it seems to me that some people or someone or whatever they are just don't want this thing to happen.
To work.
And I'm asking, what is going on?
I see.
Anyway, so outside energy, what else is a big challenge for you as an entrepreneur?
Okay, outside energy, we talk about the fact of the wrong mindset people had about products produced in Aba.
Okay.
There is a mentality, or there's normally when you hear Aba made clothes, Aba made any product made in Aba, people had a particular mindset and a picture about them.
Yes. I won't lie. I'm being honest. Okay. When I was young, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Aba, see, we say Aba made. Okay. And it's supposed to be a not very positive way to say something is Aba made. But in recent years, I've heard and seen shoes made in Aba. Okay. And they're supposed to be as good as shoes made anywhere else. Okay. Now, you are in the clothing business. So tell me, are the clothes made in Aba as good as clothes made in Sri Lanka? Because Sri Lanka is one of the biggest clothing countries now. Okay.
Yeah.
So are the clothes made in Aba, are the clothes you make as good as the clothes make at the highest level anywhere else?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll tell you yes. You know, a few weeks ago, it's not up to a month, I had an encounter actually on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I had an encounter. Someone actually tried to say I was being mean and somehow about it, but I wasn't. In the sense that right from birth, right from God knows when, it's always been when you say something is made in Aba, that means you're trying to say that the quality is fake, isn't right.
Yeah.
It's always in the picture. Then some different breeds of entrepreneurs came up and decided to change that narrative.
Yeah.
Which I'm part of.
Okay.
And I'm sure I am playing my own parts well as far as fashion world is concerned.
Yeah.
Right. So, the issue was that when I said made in Aba, someone said you shouldn't be saying made in Aba.
Really?
I shouldn't be saying made in Aba. I should say, okay, made in Nigeria. I said, no, I don't have a problem. Not that I'm trying to separate. Aba is part of Nigeria. That one we know.
Yes.
And I'm proud of that. But understand this. In Nigeria, right, normally here, in Nigeria here, when you say a fake product, and you know it's produced in Nigeria, I've never seen anybody said made in Nigeria. They always say made in Aba because they want to identify, they want it to go down to Aba.
Yeah.
They've been painting Aba as that's wrong picture.
Yeah.
With fake goods. So what is wrong with me trying to change that narrative that Aba can actually produce something of quality?
Yeah.
Now we are producing, Aba is producing something quality, and now you're telling me to remove the Aba. Well,
Okay.
when it is something fake, you want me to tag the Aba. That's
interesting.
funny.
Interesting.
That's the thing. If it's about the clothing, yes.
Okay.
I guarantee it. I can. The only aspect we had issues here was getting the right fabrics.
Okay.
At early stage. But now we have access to fabrics, quality fabrics.
Yeah.
We have access to that. So there's nothing that actually, if you want to make something quality, you can make something quality.
Very good. Very good.
You understand? That
very
is it.
Good.
So someone chats me up, say, I want you to make an outfit for me. I'll give you a list. I'll give you the prices for the outfits. I say, if you want something of quality, this is what you get. If you want something that is not of quality, this is what you get.
Yeah, it's all about the fabrics to start with.
I break it down. The person goes, how can you tell me is it not about made outfits? Why should it be also about stuff like that? Stuff like that.
Well,
which most times it doesn't go well with me. That's my own.
Well, see, what I would say in that is this: we want to compete with the world is now a global village, that I would say. Okay, so you are competing not with one city or the other. You are competing with the whole global market of fashion entrepreneurs and fashion markets. Okay, now, like we just talked about, not having energy is a big no-no, because it doesn't allow the products made in Nigeria to be competitive with other products around the world. Okay, so this is the real reason why we must handle our power generation issue. Okay, because we are spending a lot of money. Businesses are spending a lot of money to generate their power, and then now make whatever they make. They are losing competitiveness. Okay, so we need to solve it. Okay, now, if you and other entrepreneurs want to compete, you must start the fight. You must start the fight. See, maybe because most of you are focused on what you do and are not challenging the government, okay, to make energy production and other things. Maybe because all of you business people who actually see the everyday Nigerian, very few in the private sector, in the organized private sector, and those that work in governments actually pay tax. Okay, but you guys in business who have registered businesses, you pay tax.
Yes.
Now it's left for you to challenge the government to do all it takes to enable the energy sector. Maybe when businesses start doing that, the government will sit up, because whatever is holding us up from generating and transporting energy in the country, it's something big. Okay, and without handling that challenge, without handling the energy challenge for the country, we will not get to the highest level we need to get to. And businesses like yours will not be competitive in the global market.
Yeah.
Okay. So please think about it. Please think about it.
Seriously, it's important. It's important.
Yeah.
There's something that happened a few days ago. I actually lost bid. Somebody kind of reached out to me on LinkedIn. He's a Nigerian also that has a brand, a clothing brand in the US.
Okay.
So he was interested in working with me. He was seriously interested in working with me because of the designs and all stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which they don't really have the opportunity of getting it outside. They won't really see that. Listen. So he was seriously interested in that. But he was telling me he source. He normally work with Chinese. He does most of his stuff in China.
Yeah.
So when we got talking, it got to the price aspect of it.
Yeah.
Look at me here. I have to consider a lot of things.
Yeah.
So when we're now looking at the prices, I didn't stand a chance.
Yeah.
I didn't stand a chance competing with the Chinese guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Chinese, there was no way I couldn't, because there's no how. This power sector alone, the power source alone, I know what I spend in that area.
Yeah.
You've not talked about all that stuff now. You've not talked about the machines and stuff like that.
I mean, this is why we need to solve that problem. If ever we want to be competitive, see, that's why I'm saying I don't know what is holding us up as a country, because these things looks like some people do not want us to either the generator importers or the fuel companies, or an external party. Yes, but I know it's not a group of entrepreneurs like you who actually want the energy to flow. I know it's not the everyday Nigerian who wants light in their homes, but then who is holding us up? Anyway, so you mentioned earlier that if you have had mentorship, you would have at the early stage, you would have quickly understood your place in the market. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so tell me, did you eventually get some mentorship, and what are you doing today to mentor other people?
Okay. Yes, I did. I did. Actually the first person that actually played an important role indirectly. I said indirectly in the sense we never met one-on-one.
Okay.
It's just that I'm
do you want to shout out to him?
Yeah, that's Yobi Casual. That is actually Yobi Casual.
Okay.
He's as far as this business is concerned, I just can't take him off. I cannot.
Very good.
He doesn't know me He doesn't know me personally.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I was following him as in every of his social media, everything. At a point, it was actually his designs. That was at the early stage. His designs was what I was using or whatever.
Okay.
I was just all over him as far as social media is concerned.
Okay.
He influenced. He was the person I was like, at the time I was like, if he can do all those things, he started here.
Very
Forget
good.
about where he is today now. He started it here. So there is actually a tendency that I cannot actually do same.
Very good.
That was it. He was there. I cannot. Anything I want to talk about.
And it's great. It's great that you realize his influence in you.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And what you are doing today. That's very good.
Yeah. So he was there. He played an important part. Then we'll talk about this a designer. He was actually bread and butter in Aba, but he's in Lagos now.
What's his name?
Dr. Legendary. Legendary. That's what that's the brand name. He's another guy. Okay. He's another guy. I love and respect him so much.
Very good.
Two of them, funny enough, I have not met the one on one. We don't. It's just that.
Very soon you meet them.
Yes,
very soon you will.
Yes. These are people that played an important role.
So
the Dr. Legendary, when I found out,
I will also say this, that social media has helped you, okay? Because without social media, you wouldn't have met those two great people who have influenced you. And without social media, LinkedIn, I wouldn't have met you.
You see that one, you can't play it down.
Okay,
you cannot play it down.
Many times I complain about young Africans on social media, okay, because they use it to do things that are not beneficial to us, okay. But then I see people like you who are using social media, the same tools, to benefit yourself and your community. So social media has made a great impact on in your journey.
Maybe, just maybe, I just have to give this credit to LinkedIn. Maybe, if not for LinkedIn, this idea might have somehow won't be at the level it is now. So let me be straightforward. It won't be at the level it is now. I won't be talking to you now.
Yep.
I will be talking to you now. LinkedIn took me that let's say the brand gone global. LinkedIn made that.
Okay.
Because LinkedIn gave me, if the first jobs I did outside, that went outside Nigeria.
Yeah.
LinkedIn gave me the contacts.
Wow, that's great. First
part, even if the partnership is not about, but all those outside international clients, LinkedIn, all of them, I can't really place. Is always LinkedIn.
Very good, very great.
It's always LinkedIn. I made the first few dollars, the first jobs I got that actually paid in dollars. LinkedIn gave it to me.
Very good.
These are memories that are very dear to me.
Yeah.
Because I never believed. Nobody believed I would have done that. Nobody believed that I could actually be paid in dollars for this thing I'm doing here.
Yeah.
You understand? So that's why those things, it was, come on. The first, a million naira that dropped into my account for business, LinkedIn gave me the contacts.
Wow.
It was actually a contact that has a connection that has a boutique outside, runs a boutique outside.
Yeah.
Boutique outside. I do make outfit and supply to him.
Yeah.
It came through LinkedIn. I keep counting and counting and counting. So there's nothing. That's why when I make posts, I always somehow I always bring in LinkedIn to it, because they played a very important and sensitive part.
Very good.
Taking the brand global.
Very good.
That is.
So, do you have any one-on-one mentor that you work with?
Yes.
Okay.
Here in Aba now, when I came into Aba, I just couldn't find my feet, despite the influence from others.
Yeah.
But one needed somebody that was on ground here. You see every day. Someone you see every day that can actually
guide you.
Influence. Yes.
Yeah.
There's actually a guy, somebody that's what it's very funny. He's a young guy. Guy. Somebody that I'm actually older.
Yeah. I mean, it's very good that you're saying this. So your mentors can be people even younger than you, but in the business.
They're older.
Yeah, older. Very good. Yeah. Very good.
That is it. There's a guy. He's much more on Instagram.
Okay.
He does better on Instagram.
Okay. What's his name?
Kanki is the name.
Okay.
Kanki K-Boy, that's the name. So the guy was there. I remember when I walked up to him and trying to find my feet. He did jobs for me. When things were so many times, he did jobs for me. Yeah. I had to go and meet him and say, I don't understand this thing. I don't understand this one. He will put me through. He was there.
Oh, very good. Very good.
He was there. And they've been in the business. They were actually like a group.
Okay.
They were actually like a group that are doing best. His friends were like Vintage Nigeria. There's a guy on Instagram that called Vintage Nigeria, doing fantastically well.
Very good.
So Paxson Culture, these are young guys.
Yeah.
In Aba, they're pulling strings also, as far as fashion is concerned.
Very good.
So the Kanki guy was there for me. He was. While the friends, colleagues also played their own part as an indirectly now, because I was involved with Kanki, they also played the part. They were there. These actually, on the physical aspect of it, they were there for me.
Very
they
good.
Were there for me.
So who are you also helping? Are there people you are helping? And see, as a mentor, you should have. I expect that you have standards that people who want you to mentor them must have. So tell us if there are people you are mentoring and the standard that anybody who is maybe listening to this podcast might want you to mentor them. What standard do they need to bring for you to reach out, for them to reach out to you, and then you will be able to help them?
Okay. Yes, I do. I do have people that I'm mentoring that are actually working with me also. The truth is, first of all, they have to be that conviction. You've made up your mind. This is what you want to do.
Yeah.
And then understand that this is not a Ponzi scheme. As in, it's not put in 100K and get 200K, stuff like that. No. That's something that's one of the challenges we have.
Yes.
That's one of the challenges here. Mostly, that's one of the young generation have. Mm-hmm. They're trying to look for a means of way, as far as the thing is not giving them return at that immediate exact time, they're not interested.
Yeah.
They're not interested. So most of them, they want it, they like it, they want to be part of it, they want you to mentor them, carry them along. But along the line, when they discover maybe yes, it's not really as much a thing from outside, they start backing out.
Yeah.
They start backing out. That's one of the challenges. One of the challenges we do have. Most of them will come in after a while, they'll disappear.
Yeah.
They disappear. But funny enough, this particular guy is actually a lady. She's doing well. She's on LinkedIn also.
Okay.
She's on LinkedIn also. A lady. Oh, I told her something one day. I said, I had to learn what I'm doing now. I can actually say it was after school.
Yeah.
Then she should check out the age now. Check out the age. And if I was able to calm down and decide that I want to learn this thing.
Yeah.
Despite the life experience and stuff like that. Fine. So the younger generations you should also be able to calm down.
Yeah.
And study this thing and learn it.
Yeah.
Give yourself to it.
Yeah.
The truth of the whole thing is, you have to serve at a particular time. There have to be a time you have to save. You have to.
Yeah.
You can't just wake up one day and start and become a king. Even no matter how good you're doing, there's always somebody
who is better than you to teach you
you're
things.
Learning
from.
Yeah. You're learning from. No matter how good you are in fashion designing, inspirations we draw inspiration from other things, other people's designs. Yeah. You see this person, it's okay. This person did it this way. You can actually, this thing will give you an idea that you can do something some other way.
Yeah.
is something always give you that inspiration. Is either from a colleague of yours or you see something. There's always some way you always motivated somehow.
Yeah.
So someone directly or indirectly, someone is actually doing something for you, motivating you and mentoring you. That's just it.
Yes.
So, but the problem is, you see the younger generations, that's one of the literal challenges they have.
Well, see, this has always been happening in the world, okay? But just like you have used social media to benefit yourself, okay?
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, social media is also the tool that many younger members of the younger generation are using to, I'll use the word, to deceive themselves. Okay, because they see people like you on social media, okay, who have actually worked to get to where you are, and they see you guys, and they say, I can be like this person, but they are not ready. They are not ready to do all the work on the ground that you guys have done. All they see is the flash. Okay. They see this, they see this, the flash, and they say, I want this. But they are not ready to do what it takes
to put in the work.
Yeah. Okay. So that's it. So, Olugu, what's your next step? What is your next step? You know?
Talking of the next step. Seriously, there's a particular thing I have in mind. It's that's a partnership and investors.
Okay.
Partnership in the sense as a way, this international partnership.
Yeah.
People comes in, because I'm really interested in these things, these items, these things we produce here, of it making greater impact outside Nigeria.
Yeah.
Okay, let me say outside Africa. Outside Africa.
Yeah.
So that expansion aspect where investors and need to come in a little bit, stuff like that, that's actually something I'm targeting and working towards.
Okay.
That's actually something
that's great.
That's been in the picture.
Okay. Now I will say this. I had another fashion designer on the podcast, Gabby. Okay. Yeah, Gabby. That was I think the first month of this year, and he is doing well also. And by that time he had invitation from the U.S. consulate in Lagos to. I think he won an award, and the consulate was taking his business and other businesses to America. Okay, that's one. And then he attended the African free trade. What's it called again? In Durban this year. You know. So what I'm saying? Yeah, you need to look at those. What are they called? Oh God. Man, it has it's a show, business show, you know. Man,
okay.
I don't know how I forget the name. Yeah, that was a sponsored by the African Export Bank, you know, this year in Durban. I think they have it every year. So look out for all those kind of activities going on the. My advice is that look at the continent for a start. Okay, outside Nigeria, other African countries, okay, is step by step. Of course, you know. Okay, so look at that and see how you can get involved in if a trade fair. Yes, a trade fair.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Getting involved in African trade fair. Okay, bring your product to the African audience, and then to go. Yeah, okay. So
Okay.
do that. Now,
Mm.
tell my audience how they can find you, where they can find you, either physically in Aba or on social media or anywhere they can find you.
Okay. All right. First, physically is actually for now is in Aba.
Yeah.
Is in Aba. That's actually
what's your business called?
Business is Olugu Couture.
Okay.
Olugu Couture. Yeah, that's the brand name. And then I'm actually located at the number 23 Howells Crescent.
Okay.
Aba South, Abia State.
Okay.
Abia State. That's actually the physical
location.
Then on social media, I'm on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the most social media that I'm very, very active.
Yeah.
100% active. Is Olugu Couture.
Yeah.
That's on LinkedIn. Then on Instagram is Olugu_Couture. That's actually on this thing. I'm on TikTok also.
I would like you to send me your TikTok, your Instagram, whatever, so that I can put it as part of this
okay.
So that my audience can click on them and see what you are doing. Yep.
Okay, that would be nice. That would be nice.
So
that would be nice.
Now, see, you're a young man. Okay. Yes, you're a young man. Yes. So yes. Oh yeah. So, what is your advice to other young Africans who actually want to make contribution in their own way to their environment? What do you advise them to do?
As far as there's conviction.
Yes.
That conviction, because you can't really do much if the conviction is not, if you're not convinced of yourself, if you're not convinced of what you want to do. If the conviction is there, you go for it. Whatever thing that's, as far as it's not negative, as far as it's not illegal.
Yeah.
As far as it's not legal. Because one thing we are all reaching out to achieve is to make Africa, let me use Africa, a better place.
Yes.
A better place. It won't be bad. It won't be a bad idea if, when it comes to the top entrepreneurs, Africans occupy. When you look at let's say top 10, Africans are there, pile up. You see them. It won't be bad. It's not a bad idea.
Yeah,
it's not a bad idea. It will be a big stop for Africa as a continent.
Yeah.
So if everybody can actually be dedicated to, because everybody can be in fashion. Everybody, you on your own side, everybody has a place where you have your own calling.
Yeah.
Just pay attention to it. Give it time. Give it time. Keep doing what you're doing. Do the best thing. You know when you're doing the right thing. That's one thing about it. You keep doing, and understand that this thing as an entrepreneur, come on, you need time. You need time. Is with time, these things you start paying off.
Yeah.
It's not something maybe you do say after 1 month, you're there. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. And I understand the discussion is definitely a day will come, you don't feel like doing anything, you don't feel like doing it again. That day will come. Not once, not twice, it will be there. It's something that is certain. But it's late for you. That's why I said the conviction.
Yeah.
That's why I said the conviction. It's left for you to remind yourself
of why you started.
why you are doing what you're doing.
Oh, yes.
It's very, very important. If there's no conviction, any little this thing, you can be discouraged and you're
off. Yeah.
That's it. As it stands now, to be frank, I don't know what is it that can actually happen now that I tell you that I'm backing off from what I'm doing now. I can't, because I've invested time. Oh, what is it? A lot of things.
You have learned so many things. You have
so many things.
You have undergone so many difficult challenges.
So many people are depending on you that if you back out now, you will disappoint a lot of people. Now I see it as I disappoint Africa. I cannot. It's not possible. It's the conviction that is pushing. That's what is actually, it's more like the fuel now. That's what actually fueling the whole stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot but continue. I cannot but continue. That conviction is very, very important. Settle it in your. My own is always, yes, it might not work out the way it worked. You might not come into this thing the way I came in.
Yeah.
You might have sat down, planned for it, and right from day one, you knew this is what you want to do. You might have planned and did that and get the maximum support you needed from family and everything.
Yeah.
Fine, it's possible. But let the conviction be there. Just as far as you made up my mind, come on, keep pushing. It's just a matter of time.
Very good.
It's just a matter of time.
So let's finish this. See, what I normally ask my guests is this. You see, you are in a particular space.
Yeah.
And like you just said, you are totally convinced that you are in the right place. Okay. So where do you see Africa as a continent? Where do you see African fashion? Okay. Going? Where do you want it to be in the next 20, 30 years?
That's nothing else that I want. Such a way when fashion is mentioned.
Yeah.
Until you get to the point where when fashion is mentioned, Africa is the first continent that comes into your mind.
Okay.
The first place is you have to reach out to Africa first. Until you get to that point, I won't be satisfied. Talk about in the next 20. Funny enough, you understand? Yes, we might have issues with the younger generations, but still there are some of them that are more eager, and hungry. As in, they're doing. If you look at what they're doing at the tender age, you know these people. This state will be something else.
Yes.
If you look at people that were here before us, yes, they did their own part, but not like this.
Mm-hmm.
Then we came in and changed the narrative and changed a lot of things.
Yeah.
Same thing is happening with the next set of people that are coming in.
Yeah.
Those ones are going to be, as in there will be something that I'm telling you, is something. These guys are too passionate about the whole stuff.
Very good.
You look at their idea of creativity, the way they create things, the way they come up with it, you understand, wow. One thing is that they had the opportunity. They had the opportunity earlier.
Yeah, and they had people like you that they are looking up to. Okay,
yes.
See, this is how progress happens. You look at the people before you, and you add something. Okay, and the next level, the next generation will look at the people before them, and they add something. So, see, what you are telling me now is that we are progressing. That's great.
We are.
Okay. Olugu, thank you very much for being a fantastic guest of the Think Big for Africa podcast.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Against all odds, despite the time rescheduling and this and that. Well, it's nice. I'm glad finally we had to do it today.
Yes.
I'm glad.
Thank you very much. All right.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Bye.
Thank you so much.